maybe.
If not, we'll start.
Oh, we're live.
We'll start over. We'll keep practice. We'll keep doing it till it goes live.
No, we're live. There's 5 people watching.
5.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
tailgaters.
We're alive.
So. All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
Thanks for bringing the old soul.
Faith, family, and freedom, baby.
It's hot in here.
Woo! All right. And then I got that's really good.
Super good. Old soul.
Is that your first sip?
Yep. Then I'm gonna drop this.
Podcast listeners, this is Marty Wilson with the Croker Classic. One goal for one goal. We're having the Croker Classic this year at Captain Al's Steak and Seafood, July 20th and 21st. Come on out, take a kid fishing. So my godson Oliver, who's gonna win it this year?
I go win it.
That's right, he's gonna win it. So come on out, enjoy the outdoors, get them away from the PlayStation, bring them to the Croker Classic this year.
We're here promoting for Boating for Boobies. It's the 3rd annual, July 27th. This month, register now. We're at the Captain's Wharf Marina at Captain Al's, where everything will end and the party will begin.
We offer home, auto, muscle, builders, lips, and life insurance.
Oliver's good.
Oliver Shots Insurance.
I wouldn't let my kid play.
The Jockos are like dominant, dude. The Jockos are like Crook Classic. They were like super dominant.
Croker Classic Kings, man.
All right, guys, we're gonna do the round table here. We're at the Jordan Durham podcast. We got some really good looking guys here. You want to go ahead and say your name?
Seth Gregory, Seaside Plumbing.
Okay.
Chris Pelfrey, American Excavation.
Roger Vinson, On Track Solutions.
On track, baby.
On Track.
All right. Let's go in this. First of all, how long have you been in the trade? You have your plumbing. How long have you been in plumbing?
I've been plumbing for 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you at on that?
So I've been in excavation since 2018. So we're looking at 6 years here while I was still working for a former company running a commercial concrete company. And then eventually broke out on my own a year later. Got tired of working for the man. Want to roll my sleeves up and do shit the right way because everything was all fucked up and stupid. So now it's on track.
Is it just because you like you're a go-getter and you just can't be stopped? Like you don't want to be stopped?
I'm not going to be stopped. Man.
Yeah, that's
all the way to the top. I got a family to provide for. So in the end, like they're my goal. That's what I'm going to provide for.
all right. And I will tell you, we do it. Chris has served our country. I will 100%. Let's cheers to that too. We're gonna do another cheers for that one because that's a big deal. Let's get in this again. Cheers to that because Chris did fight for our country. I'm pumped. So
Third Battalion, 5th Marines, Kilo Company.
And Roger, how about what's going on? Like, how long you been in the world trade?
World Trade for 24 years as a CB and then CB1 in the Navy for about 10 years. And I got 14 years in site prep, dirt work, heavy equipment, underground utilities. Do it all. Demo, bring it from the bottom to the top.
So the reason I have y'all come on the show is I was kind of going back and forth with y'all too, but it was about, people sleep on trades and the fact that without plumbing, without foundation, you don't have a building
at all.
And
the foundation is the building.
And did you ever see the South Park episode where people like panicked over trades?
Yeah, sure.
That's another thing too. It's like, oh no, I don't know how to change my oil. Oh no, I can't fix a doorknob.
Well, that was a big problem for people, man. It's college. My entire bringing up, you weren't anything if you didn't go to college, and now we're finding out that we don't have anybody to learn these trades.
For sure,
there's nobody in trades. There's nobody my age, nobody your age doing trades.
Or even vocational.
Our country's starving for that, man.
That's true. My dad pushed me to go to college for so long, so I was like, fuck it, I want to go. Excuse my language.
No, you can. But, as long as your little boy's cool with that, I'm cool with it.
We'll edit it out.
Yeah, anyway, man. Like he always like, hey, just go to college, try it out, see you like it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go do it. Went did it. I took some dumbass class. Don't even remember what it was. I think it lasted 2 weeks. after 2 weeks, I fucking quit. Like, went to the Marine Corps, signed up, like, get me the fuck out of here. So that's where we're at.
What year was that?
That was 2011.
Were you so when you signed up and you went when you did boot camp? Were you scared?
Fuck yeah, I was scared, dude.
What was your first week of boot camp?
I come from a fucking like a mediocre household that made decent money. You can have everything you want in life, but then again, like, then you're leaving all that behind, and you're stuck with yourself and yourself. So it's yourself within yourself. So at that point, it's very fucking scary for me. But I had no other option. Just once you got on that bus, you're on that fucking bus, dude.
Rip off the Band-Aid.
That's it, dude. Yeah, rip it off and go.
How long did it take you to like meet your first brother? Like when boot camp? Did you meet anybody?
Dude, dude. I'm still friends with today. Multiple guys, a lot of them that are still here actually. I would say it took like roughly a week to 2 weeks to find solitude in a person I can trust and be there for. They could be there for me, but in the end, it all turns out like everybody was there for me, but I was there for them as well. So
how many guys were in your boot camp? Do you remember?
I think we was a platoon of 30 something guys that were stuck in one room.
So is that how many graduated, or is that how many started out?
That's how many started out. Graduation class, I couldn't tell you because I have very short-term memory loss, but
certainly less than 32, right?
We're gonna edit that out too.
Yeah.
Roger, we're live,
See,
right?
right.
No, I gotta like, that's awesome, man. You're getting on there, you don't know anybody, you're moving into a whole new family.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know anybody, and then all of a sudden you have to figure out a relationship.
Correct.
But you're also going in to serve our country. You went in and said, I'm doing this. Like,
right.
I mean, that takes a lot, because there are a lot of people now, they're not doing that anymore.
So I went straight in and I strictly said, I want to be infantry. He said, like, his exact words was, why the fuck do you want to do that? It's Ryan Manuel, which is a very good buddy of mine now. He lives in Texas. He just got released from the Marine Corps probably 10 years ago, medically retired, but now he's back in Texas. His home state is in Louisiana, crawfish country. But yeah, man, these people are super hard to find.
Do you miss it?
Fuck yeah, I miss it, man. I don't miss my body being put through shit every fucking day, but like, yeah, I miss it. I miss the brotherhood. I miss the guys that I was around, the guys that aren't here anymore. It's kind of an emotional topic.
And that's why we had the show, though. And that's like, I mean, you knew you were going, like, you own a very successful, like, your company is great, but you knew that going in, that's some of the topics you wanted to talk about.
Exactly.
And that's what, I mean, I like, without you, I wouldn't have freedom.
Right.
And that's how I walk this earth. So like, I tell people all the time, it's like, even, my guys in blue, I mean, everybody's got their part, and you did a lot of, you've been through a lot of stuff, for us to have freedom, for us to have TikTok on our phone, to us to, be lazy.
Yeah. China listening.
So that was China.
China.
So, Roger, you served.
Yes, sir. NMCB1 out of Gulfport in the Navy, and I'm come from a family background of military. My dad was 7th Group Special Forces. My granddad was a sergeant major in the military. My brother went into the Army, so the whole family is military. And yeah, it's harder to find people. My son's going August 19th to Fort Benning, Georgia.
That's awesome.
He's 19.
Yeah. Congrats,
he's going 13
Congrats.
Kilo Army. He's did ROTC 4 years. Dylan Vinson.
I will give his going away speech.
Yeah, but
Congrats.
it is harder to find people that have that gut to pull the trigger, like me and Seth were talking about,
That's it, man.
to even
Pulling
start
the
a
trigger.
business, to even go out there and serve your country. And you don't have to go out there and do the hard shit like Chris did. You can do admin, whatever it may be, but just serve some sort of fashion to understand what it is.
So
like
I
across the
tried
pond.
to join, but I have cerebral palsy. So like, I tried to join the Navy. I wanted to be a dentist. I kept calling. They're like, you can't because you have cerebral palsy, so you can't join. I'm like, I called 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And they're like, I went up there like, you can't. I'm like, why?
See, and in terms, that's kind of bullshit, because if you meet the recs, you have the smarts for it, you know what you're doing, but you can't meet the physical capabilities because of your disability. that's a problem.
I think my disability is more of a strength, though. People have 2 legs. I have
I agree.
1.5.
You have a very,
I agree.
Yeah, it's
Well, you just tied a string on a tooth, closed the door.
Well, I mean,
Right.
I didn't. It's
You're
not like
kinda out of
it's
the
not like
mix.
I wanted to go into like frontline like you did. It's not like I want to go in that. It was just I wanted to. I can get behind a computer.
You wanted to
I
serve.
can operate, yeah. And then I get my stuff, get my bill. Don't have to have it because I don't have money to go to school. Do my time, become a dentist. And that was my goal.
Yeah.
I knew at like 14, that's what I wanted to do.
Dentistry.
Yeah.
See, I was so very fortunate with my
Dr.
parents,
Giggles.
my parents all together. So they was like very willingly to pay for my school, very willingly for me to go do whatever I wanted to go do. It's like whatever it costs, just please go try it. So I tried it, and it lasted 2 fucking weeks, man.
Man, you were fortunate to have that. Though.
Yeah, 2
Yeah,
weeks.
got
Two
your back.
weeks. After 2 weeks, I was like, I walked out of class like mid class. It's like I'm done. I'll leave.
Are you dyslexic?
No.
Okay. Are you?
Yes.
God, how about you?
No, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I mean, for me,
I'm not dyslexic.
it scattered me, but I know how to test well. But I mean, I thought it was an opportunity because like you go to school, you can get that bill.
Yeah.
Like if you like honestly, sign up, get that bill. I mean,
That's the thing is, I did my time and I got out. And I can go to college anywhere the fuck I want, dude, for free, as long as you maintain your grades. But whenever I got out, like I'm so used to just working.
but you've always been that way.
Yeah.
I mean, since you were a kid, you always had that like,
You like it.
yeah,
You're
Since
driven.
fucking Day one, dude. Since me and you were 14, 15 years old drinking Crown, fucking. Dude,
allegedly.
Yeah.
no,
Allegedly.
shout out to Scott Duron, Dad.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Love you,
Dad.
Scott. Love you,
Dude,
Scott.
I watched Chris. We're at Timmy Alley's house in Miss Angel's house.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were like 14, 15, and him and my dad had a chug contest, and he out chugged my dad.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm like, I mean, we had a good night. We had so many memories. We were swimming in the pool.
Yeah.
If you the alleys, like shout out to the alleys, man. They're one of them kind of like families that just,
They're a saint, man.
if you're like having a good time, there's a rule. Like you stayed at their house, they took your keys.
That's awesome, man.
You
Every
take,
time.
Everybody
yeah.
should do that.
You're not
My
allowed.
wife does that all the time.
Yeah, but like you come to their house, they take your keys, and that's a rule. Like we could never leave.
Yeah.
Because they would, Miss Angela would have the keys probably in a shed over. We've already tried to look a few times, but like they always, I love them so much. But yeah, I remember that dad. They had a contest, and it's like I look over at my dad's just like this.
I'm still upright, dude.
But I would like to say that I think Chris, to go back to what we were saying, I think Chris kind of looked for the shit back then when he went in the military, because he was hard and he wanted the action. And I
Yeah.
think he looked for the hardest path.
Like a
Path
chip
to
on your
take.
shoulder.
Yeah, like he went through the
Almost.
hardest path possible.
Chris, during what time did you join the military, man? What was our nation going through? What was the world going through? What time did you get in there?
I mean, in 2010 is when I inquired, like into 2010 is when I inquired. So I was 19, going on 20. I turned 20 years old. Went through the whole process, fat boy program, because I was 6'3", 250 pounds. You know, they call me a fat body. So you got to meet certain weight requirements, because apparently I was overweight, but I was just too muscular, too big. So I had to
Too sexy.
yeah, too sexy, whatever you want to call it, man. But I had to drop a lot of weight to go in, and unfortunately I did. So I come out boot camp at 198 pounds. Went at 256, and I come out 198.
I ain't seen that since like 5th grade, man.
Yeah.
5th grade?
Yeah.
I don't even remember fifth grade.
What are you right now? Like 260?
Like 360, dog.
Nah, come on.
Yeah. No, I'm actually 329. I was 365 like 2 months
give
ago.
yourself some credit. You lost
Yeah.
some weight.
Yeah, I lost a little weight, man.
But I think that determination
Healthily.
Chris puts into him putting himself in the military and doing that, it really shows in his business. It shows where he started doing it. He put the grit in it. He's not scared of nothing, and that puts me on board with him.
And I think that's but the thing
stick with
is,
'em.
so guys, if you're tuning in, also if you have a local business, go ahead and put your local business in the comments. This is all about the community. Like drop your business in here. But I like getting the backstory of how you got to having a business, because that kind of gears you to be successful in your business.
What flipped the switch for you, man? What was
Yeah.
it like?
So I'm going to tell
I
you
gotta go.
my first game plan when I got out. So once I got out the Marine Corps, I was like working for random companies, different development companies, laying pipe in the hole, doing all this shit that I didn't want to do. And so I come up with this idea. It all started out with forestry mulching back whenever that was like so big and so huge.
Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, forestry mulching. So it's like a Dennis Seamoff 180D,
Get you better there.
like a Dennis Seamoff 180D head on a Cat 299 skid steer, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just a forestry mulching package in general. Like it was bringing good money at the time, but at the same time, the market was getting over flooded over the past couple of years. So I brought that idea on pencil and paper to my grandpa before it got flooded and asked him his opinion. And the first thing he said to me was, "What the fuck are you waiting for?"
Really?
Exactly. So it was my original
Now,
business idea with all.
How old was your grandpa at the time? And like,
I would say he would be in his late 70s, early 80s.
so he already went through the bullshit.
He already been through. He did
Yeah,
20.
okay.
He did 20 some odd years in the Air Force. Obviously, no combat, but still super proud he served our country.
But that means a lot to you because that made an impact on your first big move.
Fuck yeah, it did, dude. Because
Shout out.
everything I had was on pencil and paper. So I sat at home one night, was like thinking what he would think when I bring this to him, like my ideas, if he's going to be like, "You're a dumbass," or "Man, it's a fucking great idea." So when I got there, he's like, the first thing he said was, "What the fuck are you waiting on?" I'm like,
Pull that trigger, baby. That's what we was talking about earlier.
Hey,
Pull that
hey,
trigger.
Let's cheers to that.
Hey,
Cheers
to
to
pulling
trigger.
the trigger.
Pulling that trigger.
Love it. Love it.
Hell, I'm emotional.
But that's one of the things that sets you on that fire where you're like, that's like, because like, I just want to give a little bit about like my little background, but like my cleaning business. I was 19 when I started it. We were young.
Yeah,
I still have it to this day.
I respect that, man. My mom was a cleaner forever.
I love being a janitor because I get to,
hard ass fucking work.
but I get to pick up after people.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's like, but now I'm into insurance, but I love being a janitor. I'd rather somebody tell me you're a janitor because it taught me a lot about life. But it also showed me being dedicated, showing up. It doesn't matter if you're sick, hungover, personal problems. You show up to your job, and that's what I live by. Like you have this situation where people don't show up, and that's where you win.
That's right.
I win.
That's right. I show
That's
up.
accountability.
Yeah, and that's what
you like taking care of people.
Yeah,
You like making sure that people's got what they need. And
like you're just telling a story about Bobby Charles, Theo Vaughn,
Bobby Charles.
Yeah, and I tagged him in. I hit you up all the time on that stuff too. It's like Bobby was on the podcast, great guy,
Great guy.
but like it's like, hey, you need this guy? I will get social media. I take advantage of social media. Every time I see something about dirt, ask Alex. It's like
No, I see you on there.
I'm firing it off, dude, because I want our families to eat. I mean, that's like life. That's what I like. But I believe in trades because I am trades.
Yeah.
Like I am a janitor.
I love that.
That's our biggest circle around me is trades in general. It's also local trades, guys that guys that you believe whatever the fuck they believe in. So
Local trades, local money.
I love
local
watching
table.
y'all win.
I love
yeah,
that.
man.
It makes me it's like when it's like a senior truck, like when we were hanging out.
Yeah.
I love watching you go, "No, man, this is my new dozer right here." I love watching that.
Yeah.
Like I don't look and go, "I wish I had that." I'm like, "No, dude, hell yeah, Chris, that's yours, dude. That's sick, bro." Like I love watching my boys win.
It's always fun to win, but a lot of people don't see behind the scenes is with the winning comes the chopping block that you got to put your nuts on. You don't see the hatchet that's there hitting right beside it every time. Ready to
They
chop
don't
them
see
off.
that net 120.
Yeah.
They don't see that net 120.
They don't 20 at all. We're not a bank. We don't acquire your interest. We don't hit you with a late payment.
Something
We
lately
can't
though has been
wait
hitting my
90
mind
days.
though is like something's been hitting me a lot lately though is like no matter what you got to kind of pull that stuff and you just got to keep going though.
Yeah, man.
Because like every time I blink 5 years goes by and it's like us going this.
Yeah.
Us going this. But like, I shut down the match store during the pandemic. I'm not vaccinated, but I shut it down. But I got
Not
shut down.
vaccinated.
Yeah, I got shut
Not
down.
vaccinated.
I'm either.
I got shut down though, my store. And I used to get mattresses like every 3 days when I had my mattress store.
Yeah.
Till like 6 weeks. And then I eventually just told Emily, I was sitting there and got so aggravated with that concept of the retail sales. I was 3 a.m. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, because my goal, I just thought it'd be cool to have like a brick and mortar for my local community. Like,
Yeah.
and then that stopped.
But not everyone goes to that brick and mortar anymore. Everyone's looking on
I do.
Amazon or outside sales.
I
or
get some stuff on
outside
Amazon.
the
Let me tell you something.
You know what's not on Amazon? Plumbing.
I can't buy PVC on Amazon.
I can buy all the PVC you want, man, but you're not gonna get anybody to put it in. You know what else not gonna put it in? A robot.
You know who will?
Yeah,
Me.
they will. No, I'm just kidding.
No, robots don't do it, man. They don't do it.
Hey, we got Wayne Advanced Mill Prep. Got
A to Z
What's up,
remodeling,
Wayne?
baby. A to Z
Hey, what's
remodeling.
up?
A to Z.
Austin Gotro.
What's up, Tommy?
That's your man.
Hey, Nick Stram, dude.
bro.
Lamy Electric.
What's up, man?
Dude,
Tommy Clifford for providing the old soul here.
Nick's been doing like street lights for a long time. For
You
the
were gonna
city.
call that out, huh?
Yeah.
Seth?
That's a trade.
Had to
Yeah,
call it
old
out.
soul.
Had to call it out. Tommy Clifford,
Salute.
old soul.
The bottle's almost gone.
Yeah, well, I think that's like the thing is like where we miss out on. It's like I get it. Like when people are like, well, I got my business degree, and like, well, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm gonna manage something. I'm like, well, manage what?
Hell yeah.
The biggest thing is right now with fucking trades.
Something.
You got guys coming in getting degrees and fucking business, this, and this.
Hey, you work with anybody that's got a degree in something?
No, they work for me.
That's right.
I don't have a fucking degree.
That's right.
I don't have a GD
You know what you got?
Exactly.
Pulling the trigger.
and pretty
baby.
eyes,
Pulling the
really pretty
trigger.
eyes.
Yeah, pretty happy to know, man.
We got great. Let's not forget about Seaside Plumbing. We got Gulf, Soft, Wash. Nick, drop a Lamy Electric in there too. I want everybody that's listening right now. If you own a business or you have a family member that has a business, tag their business in there. It's tough times right now.
Yeah,
Give a shout out to my
That's
wife, Jenna Gilbo, Tip Top Cleaning,
All right, let's go.
for 12 years.
yeah.
Bad to the bone.
Tip Top is on
She does
top. They're on point.
DSLD.
It's a free
Takes
super.
care
it's
of
a-
them all.
Is she
free-
watching
it's
right
a-
now?
It's a free.
Yeah, she's
superintendent
watching
for
right
your
now.
job.
Tag your business, girl. Tag your business.
Tag your business.
Tag your business.
It's a
Yep.
free. It's a free superintendent on your job site. That's all I can tell you.
Yep. I always tell her don't bring
Hey,
your
she's
work home.
awesome, man. She's a
Anybody
shit.
watching knows
Jenna's
that
bad to
Jenna
the bone.
is definitely a
Always-
free superintendent.
I always tell her, quit bringing your work home. I'm wearing the boots in the house.
You know,
Hey, if the plumbing ain't working, bro, she's wild.
You got 3 kids, homie.
That's right.
all right, guys. Also share this shit. If you love this shit, share this shit. But I want to know when your first piece of equipment you bought. And I'll hit you on this thing, but
Exactly.
your first piece of equipment.
Exactly. So
Cash or credit, baby.
That's a
Cash
very
or
good.
credit.
That's a very good question,
Go to the
Jordan.
first piece or the first.
Oh,
real
we can
piece?
do that. I didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
we
We keep taking shots.
Yeah.
got the drink.
Don't shoot that shit, man.
Wait, going back to the first piece. So this is back when I was working for Corley Construction. They do concrete.
Who?
work. Corley Construction. They do very good work. I worked for them for a while.
That's Josh Lee, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Josh Lee, Robert E. Lee.
They almost
Right.
drove him over the edge.
Corley is company Robert Lee, obviously. Deep breath. But anywho, I left out of there. I bought a Cat 305 Mini back when I first started, just doing the stuff on the side on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday. Every Saturday, Sunday, I was going to clear this, pull this down, haul this out, do this, whatever I could, just to make the payment on that machine. Then once I got on the machine enough, I'm like, dude, this is me. This is where I fucking belong. This is my shit. So after that, he gave me a lead on another machine that another buddy of ours owned. And I just so happened to have enough cash to go buy that and be completely fucking broke, which is what I did.
That's awesome. That's my favorite thing.
With
Pay
repairs.
cash and be completely
Broke,
broke.
broke that shit. Yeah. Buy it, and then fix it.
I bought that $30,000 machine, put a little bit of money into it, did my first job, way too cheap. I'm not going to say who, but you're listening. You know,
What'd you make off that machine, man?
Nothing.
nothing,
Nothing.
nothing.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'll tell you what I learned from it though. I learned discipline, respect, and
Then you went and bought a new machine?
time and effort. Several. Yeah, several. So I started off with the first one. I was a Caterpillar for a while, but after a couple Caterpillar machines, wasn't really super happy with the service and all that bullshit. So I got a phone call from Craig with Lyle Machinery.
Started
Shout
from
out
the
Lyle.
bottom, now we're here.
Shout out Lyle
Yeah, Lyle,
Machinery.
man.
So
Been there
Craig-
several
so
times.
Craig
Great
gave me the
service.
banner over
Yes,
here.
sir.
Great service at Lyle.
So he gives me
Come on, too.
super support, super service. Anything I have questions on, he gives me answers to. If I call him, if it's fucking Chris, which I would never do, he would answer the phone.
But he
every
did
time.
answer.
They got
every
lawnmowers, bro.
I know.
You're making me fucking tear up right now.
But that's another great local company that I
Hey,
fully
shout out,
support.
dude. Like, shout out.
Yeah,
Like, for
I
real.
fully support them. They're local. They provide to local people. So yeah, I'm fully into them for sure.
You think, but you think like you knew that path that you went in, like it's scary. You jumped way ahead on equipment.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, to be
I
honest.
don't think honestly anybody knows what the fuck they're doing.
Where were
No.
you at in life when you just said, I gotta go?
Yeah.
Where were you at, man? Were you working for somebody else? Did you have money in the bank?
Nope.
Were you nothing?
I had enough to buy that one machine and say, fuck you.
Did you pull the trigger?
Pulled the fucking trigger.
That's what's up. So Seth,
With a baby on the way.
Love that.
Love that. So where'd you start out though? On now, let's turn into you. Like you would talk about Magnolia Productions.
Yeah,
Before
man.
plumbing, you were Magnolia Productions.
Muddy Magnolia Productions. Shout out to Reith Gibson, man. Awesome
When'd
dude.
you start that?
Yeah, that was like 2015, probably, man.
Okay.
That was a long time ago. Then I was a mechanic for a while. I dabbled in, shrimping and crabbing. I did that for a while. And then, I got married. My wife said, dude, it's time to get a real job, And I
Define the real job.
She said real job. Reached out to my dude, Jason Salters, man. Shout out to Jason Salters. You've been amazing. He works for Royal Anderson Corp.
Yep.
And I asked him, where do I need to turn in this? What's my next life move here? He said, man, you got two options, plumbing or plumbing. So I went into plumbing. You know what I mean?
Who's this person? What's his name?
Jason Salters.
Jason, thank you.
Yeah, Jason's awesome, man.
No,
that was one of my dad's best friends,
What's what we were talking about earlier? Handing off the trade, giving that knowledge that most people don't have. Vocational classes don't exist.
That's
no more.
right.
We're not teaching these people nothing.
Yeah.
They come out dumber than.
I went into plumbing knowing nothing, man.
That's
I
another
never
thing
have
is-
messed with any plumbing
So-
at all.
Any kind of jobs we get, you cannot find. So it's hard to keep full-time employees for laying pipe, this and that. If you don't do it every day, nonstop, it's all what you do. That's not, we do everything.
I'll pull this
right?
little mic up a little more for you then.
Yeah. So we do everything, right?
It's heavy.
Oh God, yeah.
It's heavy.
Let me shake hands.
You need some more biceps,
I'm
Dave. It's
out.
heavy.
Remember we talk reps.
I'm not gonna do that on TV.
But hold on, real quick though. The reason I do that because I like good sound because I have a lot of younger guys.
Yeah.
That are in their like 20s that
Don't
reach
tell me
out.
they can't fucking hear.
No, but like
Know about the vocational, about the trade.
They're gonna
Okay, yeah.
critique.
hear
about
your
your-
story. They're like, that's like because they get so scared. Everybody's like, what do I do? Should I go be a project manager?
I don't know what
No,
the fuck
take-
I
take
was
the-
doing at the
take
time,
the
man.
licks.
Give me that Evan Williams. That's my
Dude,
You don't want no more
I
of
had
the
no
old soul?
clue what
You
the
tapped
fuck I-
out?
no. I'm doing Evan Williams kind of Coke right now, dude.
Cute.
I got Evan Williams
No.
Coke.
But for the people to come on the job site, if they want to come out there and learn, man, go from the bottom to the top. Get in the ditch.
Oh,
It's
get in
gonna
the job.
take-
Yeah,
it's gonna
learn
take a
from the
little bit.
salty
You're
dogs.
gonna make what you
Have been
get
doing
your
it for
ass
a
in
while.
there, get sweaty.
Absolutely.
get hot.
Yeah. Learn to fail. Learn to fucking
Clean
get up.
toilets.
That's the biggest thing is
Clean toilet.
Yeah. You pull up on a job with a new hire, and I got, he's on site doing what he's doing. He's got a guy in the hole. He just looks fucking miserable because he doesn't have no experience. But he's teaching him and coaching him those guidelines that he needs to know along.
You know what God teaches us, man?
What's that?
As Christians, we're supposed to be happy with everything we do.
Right.
We're supposed to be the most thrilled person to clean somebody's toilets or to dig out your shit. When I'm scooping my hand down a pipe and pulling, human feces up, man, I'm happy to do that for you. You know why?
$10 bill last time you did.
Yes.
Because you're
$10
helping.
bill.
You're
God
helping.
tells us to be
You're
that way.
helping.
We're supposed to be a positive influence on everybody we're around and be positive about everything
My
we're
son got
able
100
to
on
do.
spelling bee today.
Hell
Got
yeah,
100
bro.
on spelling bee.
Hell
Like,
Hell yeah.
that was so. Melissa right here says, Jason says, thank you.
Jason Salters
Says thank
with
you.
Roy Anderson Corp.
There you go.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
watching
Give a
right now.
free shout out.
But no, that's cool. Like that's people like it's just get up and work and look at your person, your brother next to you or your sister next to you. But like that's the biggest thing is like I don't care if you're like Bob from Waffle House. So I've been trying to track down. If you know where Bob's at,
Bob's gone, dude.
I
He's
want Bob.
gone.
I want Bob.
Bob
But
is
not
gone.
to reach out to something when you get into the work field, and not to compare it too much to the military, but if you get in that work field and you get in the trenches with people that you're trying to learn a trade, you're almost there. You're almost building a brotherhood. You almost bring everybody together. Everybody trusts each other. You know everybody's situation, what's going on with who and what. And
I love the
wives and all
comparison to
that.
the military. I
And
love the structure.
And we all get involved with it, and we know everybody's work life together. That's a brotherhood. And if we could bring that back with these young kids to get in there and learn the trade, because that's the new hack. To me, it's the new hack. It's the trade, because AI can't do it, and obviously dumb people can't do it.
Hey, why is that?
But
Everybody's still going to college.
I'm going to tell you one thing too.
to do what?
So I've got
That's right.
I have kids that are not in college, 16, 17, 18 years old. They have their driver's license, right? They don't have a job. So I offered some of these guys $20 an hour to come on and come lay pipe.
That's a lot of
We're
money.
gonna edit that out.
Just
We're gonna edit that out.
That's a lot of money.
No, we're not.
We're editing
We're
that out.
laying pipe, Roger. We're laying
It's not
pipe.
benefiting me. This is benefiting the future of our tradesmen, right? So I don't mind giving back to my community, paying a little extra to have some dumbass come on and me try to teach him something he's not going to listen to, because 90% of the time, that's what happens. That 10% of the time, you get that one guy that comes through. That could be the next fucking president of the goddamn United States.
Yep.
Or
From Mississippi.
But to have somebody like Chris or you, Seth,
Yeah.
or Jordan, to have that opportunity, to give them that
Don't exclude
opportunity.
yourself, man.
Yeah, Roger,
Yeah.
you're with us. We're
Yeah, but
Raji.
it gives them that
another cheers,
opportunity.
boys. Y'all gonna hate our cheers tonight? I'm
But-
telling you right now.
You got to give them that opportunity to at least experience brotherhood.
And I'm grateful for y'all to come on the show. Like, I am so grateful for y'all being on the show, because this is why I want the podcast.
Right.
I want to inspire people, all walks of life.
All walks of life.
I think
From
shout
janitor to moving dirt.
out to Brandon Davis. Let's shout out to our boy
Brandon Davis,
Yeah.
my dog, man. The
just,
dog.
just signed a contract
The
with
animal.
his fight's September.
It takes all kinds.
But
Hey,
he
That dude made me a bet
yeah.
that I couldn't tap him out, and the dude tapped me out in 19 seconds, bro.
There's a photo of him choking
I'm
me out
3.
You
The
were
dude
counting
choked
down
me
the
out
seconds.
in 19 seconds, bro.
Seth knew
Hey,
it's
the
19
dude knows
seconds.
what he's doing, man. 19 seconds is all
He already
survival.
counted out
Brandon
his
Davis.
tap
That
out.
dude is the shit.
But I
All
met
right.
you through Brandon. And I was like, that's good soul.
Brandon's good people, man.
and
And
then-
he cooks good.
And then I met you through Chad.
Yeah, a long time ago.
How's Chad doing?
Chad who?
I haven't talked to him, man, in a really long time, to be honest.
Alley.
Yeah.
The Alley House. I met him at
The
the
alley
House.
house.
I don't think I've really actually talked to him since before I left for the Marine Corps.
Really?
Yeah.
So Crystal, his sister, is like my age group. Lauren Turner. We're the crew of St. Martin.
Yeah.
Shout out Stingham.
Skank Martin.
Latimer.
Skank Martin.
Where
No,
do you wanna
Rabbit
go,
Hill.
bro?
Say that
Bunny
again.
Hill.
Say that again,
Love
bro. Say that again.
Go stick your hand in some shit, man.
You know where to go. You
stick
go
your
to
hand in
Skank
some
Martin.
But his mom had this like red Honda Prelude growing up,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like, oh, it's so dope. It's like,
Hell yeah.
oh, it was. You remember the old?
Mm.
They got a new one. They
Is
got
that the Prelude with the
Mm.
hatchback, or is that the
No, it's like
the
a 90,
sedan?
95 Prelude.
Like a little sedan?
It was
is it
a
a se-
fucking dope ass car.
Oh yeah, it was a fast little
Yeah,
motherfucker.
it was sick. Yeah. But I remember like, one day I'm gonna have that car. I couldn't even. I think I had $3 on me.
And then you got the Ford Lightning.
Yep.
Went past that.
Yeah, it's not here.
It's right next to your house.
Yeah. The next street over, actually.
But I got Doug Borges' Hummer.
America.
Shout out.
No
That's
shit.
cute.
America.
And I'll have that until Grayson's ready to take it over.
Yeah, man. That thing's not going nowhere.
It gets 9 miles a gallon. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
Something outdoors.
Dynamic Outdoors.
Shout out to Diamond Outdoors.
No, that's a big thing though. Dynamic Outdoors is like
I kind of fed that in.
well, but Mr. Doug, you know more like Mr. Doug started that like he was a pitcher
He's in perfectly.
in Ole
yeah.
Miss
Man, I've always watched
And-
Dynamic Outdoors.
yeah.
Poor
I
people.
want-
in the 90s, but
Yeah,
my dad
poor
told me
people.
so my dad
Someday,
were at Tailgaters.
Dynamic Outdoors.
we're at Tailgaters the other day
Jimmy Davis.
and we're having lunch. They went to school together, 81 class. He goes, I tell you
Tell
what,
me more.
Doug pitched for Ole Miss
Yeah,
and he
I
did all this stuff. And one of the coolest things Dad goes, Mr. Doug was so quiet growing up in high school. He was like, so quiet. He goes, it was so cool to see my friend have a TV show. He like the TV show just opened him up to like, it was just him and a camera and him killing things.
Yeah.
And my dad said, I was so proud of that. And it's just like, I drive his Hummer. It's not my Hummer. It's Mr. Doug's Hummer. That will never be my Hummer. He's got like handwritten points, scoring points on sun visor.
That's real shit, though.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
I ain't touching it. You don't touch that. No, I keep.
Oh.
No, he wrote all over the Hummer, and inside of it is like how he scored a deer.
Yeah.
I'm never getting rid of that, like ever. And me and DJ were talking yesterday on the phone about it. That's that. I don't know. I think the value of. I take people that inspire me. Doug Voorhees is a big person in my life.
Big person in everybody in South Mississippi's life.
That's
Yeah.
fucking.
I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, that is.
We'll do
I
a
love
cheers.
that.
We'll do a cheers to that one.
Another
Doug
cheers.
Voorhees.
Cheers to Doug on that one.
So we're
No
talking about-
cable.
we're talking about people that inspire you, though, right? Who inspired you, Roger? Who like was that trigger for you?
For construction or
Life.
Who was the trigger for the pull the trigger, bro?
man, it's gonna be my granddad.
Love
if,
that.
If anything, it's him. I've never met a more disciplined person. Somebody who would not acknowledge me when I asked him to change the channel in the living room when I was a kid. It totally ignored me. But he was so disciplined in his way of life, and the military part of it just drove me in that direction. And
What was his hobbies? What do you remember about that?
computer, the first person fighter games. If,
You know
if
what's
there's
awesome?
anyone that started, like if you knew anybody that did the first person computer stuff, was him.
Really?
And it was it's all his life focused on. But he was a great person, a Vietnam vet, Bronze Star, just an amazing person. And just to correct though, my dad was my stepdad in the military, 7th Group Special Forces.
Praise him.
Yeah, and he was the biggest
He didn't
asshole
have to do
I
it.
ever met in my life. Hard, mean.
He shifted your gears.
Yeah, drug us across the pond. Lived in Germany for 6 years.
Shout out to Vietnam vets.
Yep.
My wife's dad, James Childers.
And but that whole military experience, being able to go across the pond, experience other cultures, and knowing the hardships of other lifestyles, gave me a realization that this country has it right, and to shit on it like it's being done right now is a travesty. And I'm not knocking on those that do go in the military, but be more than woke. Be aware of what's going on in our country.
You know what's awesome about this table, man? Everybody's story's got to start with their freaking grandpa, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
shit.
grandpa shifted my gear. Your grandpa
Yeah.
shifted your
Yeah.
gear.
Yeah.
Your grandpa
Absolutely.
shifted your gear.
My grandfather's a boxer,
That's
and
what
he
I'm talking about.
yeah,
man. You're out here fighting.
he cut
doing
my fingernails
podcasts.
and gave me apple slices.
I say this in front of Chris, but I've told him this story a couple times. That the first MOS that I wanted was combat engineer. When I went to the MEPS, I was already signed up to the Marine Corps combat engineer, and it was my granddad that talked me out of it. Showed me the fighting Seabees with John Wayne,
Or
and
here's
changed my MOS totally.
Driving me
over.
fucking
put it
crazy.
on.
Yeah.
Put it on silent.
Mine is on silent.
But that
bro.
turned me around a
Not
little
me.
bit.
Yeah,
It's
true.
Chris Pelfrey.
No, mine's
Yeah.
on silent.
Where's
my phone
at?
It's
Yeah.
just Jordan
It's up
do
to date.
wrong.
He
It's Jordan
does-
do wrong.
I don't
He
know what
does
the fuck
fuck
phone's
me
at.
a little
Oh,
bit.
it's right here.
He pokes on me a little bit by changing my rate or MOS,
Oh, wow.
however
Yeah.
you want to call it.
Yep,
But
I'm on. I'm not on
What's
silent.
wrong with you, man? It's your fucking podcast.
I mean, it's our podcast. It's not my. No, it's not my podcast.
It's ours now.
It's our
Who's
podcast.
texting us? Let's just read it out loud
All right.
Will it go on the screen? Keep it on the screen.
on the screen. Hey, Paula Clifford from DR Horton. You do DR Horton, correct?
Paula.
No.
No.
Oh,
Shout out
we just-
Paula.
we just-
Somebody does.
We did some clearing and stuff for him up in Pearl.
Yeah.
Paula Clifford.
Hattiesburg,
She's
Pearl,
Weatherford.
awesome, man.
Or
Paula
Wood-
Clifford. She's the mother to Tommy Clifford, the second.
Worthington.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Woodington. Oh Lord,
Yeah. Keep those pine trees.
please.
How many pine trees are there?
Oh man,
They're like 100
For
foot
life.
tall. They're terrible. They're-
Pine belt, homie.
that's a lot, man.
I do think we got the highest clearing cost
To date,
for
yeah,
DR
I would
to
say
date.
that. But
in
that was
Hattiesburg.
with due with what was coming.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the heaviest wood a lot I've ever seen in my life.
Bring that mic.
They build some
Well,
shit.
well,
man.
that's something to talk about, Chris. Let's talk about that. Clearing, site prep. There's something that's a little off.
I was
I
wondering
think-
about that. Do y'all clear and site
Yeah.
prep?
So
Yeah.
if
Love
you call On Track Solutions or All American Excavation,
Yeah.
when we come out and the land is raw, trees, everything, and we try to give you a price on clearing, we'll move the dirt on site. We'll put your road in.
Love it.
We'll put the drainage in. We'll give you the vision you're looking for. But when we hit them with the number, when that price, that cost, that's the problem.
Hey, if they paid $7 for a gallon of milk,
As
tell them
long
to
as-
get over it, man. Cry to somebody else. Go
What
to the
did it
bank,
say?
baby. Go to the bank.
When gas costs more than milk, then we have a problem. But I don't think we have a problem right now with that. I just think that when you try to share the price of clearing, site prep, and everything else, it's just the number is not matching what other contractors do. And when you start as a new company and you come out and you with no capital or some capital,
No
and
capital.
you put
All
your nuts
overhead.
on the block and you do what you got to do.
That's right. You got to make money, baby.
And that customer doesn't come through, or let's say it does come through, like you told me earlier,
Absolutely.
4 times, 3
Lined up,
times. Yeah,
lined up,
that
lined up.
helps out. Like I was saying earlier, we're not a bank. we
Our-
we
we are
can't
not a
charge you a
bank.
late fee.
Hey, can I repeat? We are not a bank.
We're not a bank.
Let's hold on real quick though. So on price point though, do y'all get a percentage down or no?
No.
So
Absolutely
y'all
not.
front
We
it
don't
all.
want this percentage
You
down.
don't get a percentage down.
We
for
want a
small
happy,
business.
fuzzy, warm feeling from you when we get done. I'm gonna do the whole job,
I do this
and
deal.
when we're done, you pay me.
I say, hey Roger, I'm gonna do this for $10,000. You agree?
I agree.
If you
That's
don't
it right
like it
there.
after the $10,000,
But that's all you got
due,
in this world.
what then, Chris?
All you
We
got
can
in
write
this
it
world
down.
is your word and your nuts.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you ain't got your nuts, you ain't got nothing.
How
If you
much
don't
money-
have your
how-
word and your balls,
So if you don't pay up, you ain't got no nuts.
How much
right?
money is owed to like so I'm gonna go, how much money is owed to y'all? You
Right now?
you yeah, right now.
At the current moment,
that's
Not don't name a business, but how much
we
Just say what's owed.
I don't. Should we disclose that? Because that
No, you can
Ballpark
say
it.
that fairly.
yeah,
What's
you're not
owed
saying
to
the
you?
company.
Today's date.
We'll ballpark it fairly.
I'll go
We're-
first.
we're
if
in
you want.
Today's date, 165,000.
we're in the red.
165? How about you?
It's February.
Man, I'm a new company. I'm 2 months in. I'm owed $37,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And I know that because
probably-
And, and for y'all out
I
there
need it.
It's not
that
really not-
go start
because
a business,
I do
$37,000 will
Like,
kill you.
It will kill you, man.
$10,000 will destroy you. So when you make that handshake and you get that confidence in that customer's eye and you make that deal and they don't come through or they lead you on for 30, 40,
What was your
60
word?
days,
I'm not a bank.
I can't charge you a late
That's
fee.
why I severely
I can't
hate
charge you an interest,
the guys coming from
but
out
the
of
power
state.
company does. The
Hey, when
auto company
When you
does.
give somebody an estimate,
It's an estimate.
all right, let me ask you this for real, because I struggle with this a lot. All right, I struggle with it a lot. When I give somebody an estimate, I'm going to do this or such and such to their house, and it's going to be $12,000. Okay, when I finish the job, man, that was an estimate. Am I supposed to still be at $12,000? It was a lot more.
Yeah,
A
but
lot
Steph,
more work. Am I supposed to be at 15? And if I say 15, are they freaking out because I was at 12? What's it do for y'all?
But
Same
Seth,
situation.
you're keeping them on board. It's
I
not a
got to.
fucking mystery. It's not a new event happening.
What do you do to help your
You
clients
knew
out?
what-
Communication. Every day.
Communication.
Come
When
to
I have
me.
to go up, I call
Be
my
involved.
clients.
Yeah, it's
You
all
do the same?
involved. It's
Same
on
thing.
paper.
I love that. I love that. An
100
estimation is an estimation,
$165,000
just like
right
it
now?
talks.
165.
Dude,
yeah.
you got
That's small works
You
for
got
a
a month
clearing
to
company.
come up with that shit. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna have a fucking field day with that.
That's a fucking dude. That's
The
that's-
company that
that's-
whoever owes
that's
them
the-
$165,000.
Chris is being
multiple times.
facetious.
Andy Giles.
But I'll tell you right now, whoever owes
It
them
was worse
that
than
much
that.
money, you got a month.
That's
Or I'm
where
just
it's
gonna have
at
fun
now.
with it.
I'm being very gracious on that.
Yeah, because
amount.
these are good. These are motherfuckers that like are good people. You got 1 month to pay. your
Bitch
dues.
better have my money.
I'm telling you right now,
So,
I'm Jughead's
dude,
buddy. I
bro,
don't give a shit.
It doesn't
Hey,
matter.
I hate it, man, but
The
everything
last
I
two
get
times I got paid.
fills my bills out.
The last 2 times I got paid, I had to research the guy's house in Texas, give him his home address, text him his firstborn daughter's name to get paid that way. And I hate to do that.
You
But
didn't have to
if you
show him a
shake-
picture of where he lives.
If you shake
while
my
you
fucking
walked out.
hand and you look me in the eyes, man to man, say shake my hand, we're gonna do this.
Hey, your new Secret Service director.
Not resigning. By
Not
the way.
resigning, by the way.
You know the.
Very
Because
sad.
I'm the same way. Like the thing is, I did do the handshake
Yeah.
last year. My stepdad, shout out to my stepdad, but like I do a contract now. It's
Andy
50%
Giles,
now,
the shed
50% later.
barbecue.
All my stuff, because like it got to a point where he just like looked at me. He's like, I'm not gonna be here forever. Take care of mom. So like I had to make no choice but to like do contracts. So I got signatures. Like you're gonna pay me or not pay me. Like
Yeah.
I have a contract, but we'll go to court because I was so upset about the the do the work will then try to negotiate after the work's done.
That's
Ain't that the weirdest thing? Is like you do the work. Well, I didn't like it this much. It's not as good as I thought. So give me a little discount. It's like, dude, you have no
Hey man,
idea.
do you ask for a discount at Chick-fil-A?
No, I pay.
Do you
I
ask
pay-
for a Chick-fil-A at McDonald's? Do you ask for a Chick-fil-A at motherfucking Belk? No, because they already got it, cuz. No, don't ask for a discount from me, man. If you're my best friend and you ask for a discount from me, you're not my best friend, man.
No.
I'm out here trying to make a living, man.
Exactly.
I am not trying to
You're
rape
getting
you
set
and your
up better.
family.
That's a
I'm
cheers.
trying to make a living.
That's a fucking cheers.
I'm trying to make a living.
I
Goes right back to
need
that
a little. I
fucking-
need some little bourbon in that. I need a little bit of that.
If you're my friend and you're asking me for a discount, you're not my friend, bro.
But 160, like so, 37,000 for you.
Yeah, and that's cute.
165 for this.
That's
No,
cute for a month, bro.
but that sucks, dude. You got 1 month.
But I see what you're saying, Jordan.
No, you got one fucking like they got. So the
No,
thing is,
I don't want to
the
interrupt.
guys in this, I know, but real quick though, we have y'all don't do this for yourself. You're doing it for your family.
Exactly.
Now I'm doing it for Mississippi. My family's good.
I'm not doing it for Mississippi. I'm doing it for my family.
I
Fuck
am.
Mississippi.
I'm here
doing it
for
my family.
making Mississippi better.
Yeah.
I love this state.
I love.
I'm
this.
not from here. I'm 24 years into it. So
Where's he from? Where's he from?
North Carolina, Fort Bragg.
North
baby.
Carolina.
No,
Take your shirt
baby.
off. Twist around your head,
But no,
like
no.
a
Fort
helicopter.
Bragg, baby.
But no,
Hell
no,
yeah.
but it's still the fact that like,
I gotta tell everybody you can't get no further south than North Carolina.
but we keep saying
That's
this.
cute.
Though, we
Dirty,
keep-
dirty South.
we keep saying this though, is it like that was like one thing is like I did several handshakes. We've all done handshakes, and it's like all right, and then I have to go back and negotiate. You get to a point where I do contracts, and I hope y'all do contracts. But I'm contract now.
You're nailing it. That's what I was trying to get to you, Jordan. I didn't want to
So here goes.
lead it on,
here
but
goes-
you're definitely right about the word that you give, your balls and your handshake is not valid to a contract.
Well,
And
that-
you're saying that
I-
contract-
Negotiation deals.
So now you got your word, your balls, and a change order.
Change
That's
order
what you
equals
Salute.
money, bro. Because you guess what? You didn't fucking think of that, man. Guess what happens if I don't think about putting gas in my truck?
That or
This is
guess
I
every
what?
run
day.
out, bro.
Yeah,
I
It's
run
every
out.
day.
The
It's
job-
everyday
You go to
work.
the job you estimated for a geotech report that calls for a 2-foot undercut. It turns into 8 foot. So how do you go from 2 foot to 8 foot? You do the math
I'll
on
tell you
that.
how.
2
Oh.
foot. So 400% cost
Vertical.
above what they was fucking projecting.
It sucks as
Right.
fuck, man. If I don't estimate how many miles it takes me to reach to E on my gas, on my
Shout out
truck,
to
or diesel
Geotech.
on my truck, guess what? I run out, man. On a change order, what is it? It's up, man.
You know, I
You didn't
remember
give me
when-
that
what's
at
the longest-
first.
what's the
So
longest
guess what
y'all
I
do?
have to do? I have to reorganize everything.
I know.
You know,
But
we
what's
should-
the longest though y'all go like when it comes to like because construction is different for like marketing.
What's the longest for what?
like
Before
Paid?
put a lien on your shit?
being
Yeah.
paid?
Yeah,
Or are you
paid.
talking about our shit being repoed?
Net 120s as far as I go, baby. Net
So-
120 as far as I go.
So
I can't. 120 days?
120 is
God.
pushing the limit, baby.
The
So I
limit.
will not surpass 90 days because once you pass that 90-day
Yeah, if you're
limit,
going after 120, baby,
I don't
got
even
a
see
problem.
how a company
no, I
can
don't go
last
far.
30 days.
Unless pre-discussed.
you
Unless
can't, you
pre-discussed.
cannot lien a property until you exceed. Or if you exceed that 90-day limit, you cannot put a lien on that property.
I'd like for Chris to talk about some of the bills and the businesses that we've had come through that pay the same day.
Hard hitter.
Today,
Hard
this
hitter.
morning,
give us
These
a
are the
morning,
people
Give it to
we
me,
want
Daddy.
to work
Barstow.
for.
yeah. That's what we
Dirt
want to hear.
Masters.
Yeah, huh?
Dirt
Dirt
Masters.
Masters.
Andrew Barstow.
Dirt Master.
Dirt
Andrew
Master.
Barstow.
Hey, you
I
feel
met
like
this
typing
guy-
Dirt Masters?
Yeah.
I met this guy at Horn Island, bro.
You better,
Tally Construction.
no, you give me a tag. Yeah.
So-
Dirt Masters.
I met this guy at
Yes,
Horn
this is
Island
wonderful.
a few weeks ago. We hit it off. Somehow someone told him I was a Marine, so he was a Marine. We ended up talking.
Who?
Then
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike. Anyways, we ended up talking, having a good time, spent the whole day out there bullshitting, swap contacts. 2 days goes by and he's calling me, "Hey man, you got any trucks?" I'm like, fuck yeah, I got some truck. What you need, man? He's like, what do you charge? So I gave my honest rate, what I would charge. And said, get to it. I forgot about this has been like 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? So I completely forgot to send him a bill. So today I texted him like, "Hey, what's your email and all the shit so I can send it to you?" Sent it to me, sent the invoice, and I was paid in less than 30 fucking seconds, bro. From a local.
That's awesome. Hey, you know why?
Because he's local.
Because he's local. because he's dealing
You
with
don't
the same
shit, you don't
struggles
shit
we
where
do.
you sleep.
Hey, his
right?
bills
Amen.
add up just like
Amen.
our bills, and he's paying you the way he expects to get paid. And I love that, man, because that net 120 is for some bullshit. You know, when people want to pay me my money and they know I've done an honest job, they pay me the next day, man, or the next Friday, or on their pay schedule, not net 120.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear that.
So
Hey, we're not here to be an investor. We're not an investor in your company. We're not here to
How do you
finance
how do you
your
pay?
company.
How do you pay at that rate?
How do you pay what?
120 days out?
Man, they're putting
90
money in the
days
bank
out,
and getting
30 days.
interest off of
We
it
get the
for
commercial end
120
of it
days.
and the retainer,
Yeah.
but man, and you tap a person off, and you get.
How do you survive for that long? Is what you're asking, right?
And then when you bring somebody in here from out of town
That's right.
that gets the job that we bidded on,
Texas.
and they get the job, and they lowball us to finish helping them do the work,
Who lowballed you?
and then they don't even pay us on time to get the job done for them. So you got the job I was trying to get. You're not from here, and then I help you as a local, and I get fucked.
Let me tell you something, man. There's no bonus for getting the job done sooner, and there's no derogatory statement for paying late. And that's the problem with small businesses in South Mississippi.
That's
Not-
why Chris
not
knew where
just
Can I
his
get a
kids
cheers to
lived.
that?
Not just that. I'm gonna chime in on that part.
That's why Chris knew where his house was, and we had him on Google fucking map. But anyhow, we don't have to be like that.
You got the guys coming from out of town.
Think about that. for a
Same
minute.
jobs that
I
I bid
thought about
on.
it for a lot of minutes.
Same jobs that I bid on.
We're the
past
last people
year
to
and a-
come hunt you
Same
down.
jobs I've bid on the last year and a half. I got guys that are underbidding me or meeting my bid from Texas, Utah, Wisconsin.
Are they underbidding you from the start?
Yes.
Are they fucking?
No.
Are they finishing up with the same exact money? Are they fucking them in the end? Tell me
Change-
your
they-
story,
they
because
fuck-
I've got my story, dog.
I'm telling you right now.
Preach,
I'm
Chris.
telling you right now.
Preach.
So what happens is these guys come in, they say they're going to do it for X amount of dollars, and once their X amount of dollars hit, they're paying the local guys all the shit they want to be paid for to haul in to get it going in. But after that time's up, their pay period's up. Now what? Now they got to do.
Who got paid?
So
We did.
the first time
They did.
The first time we got paid. I'm gonna tell you that. Second time it's like, hey, where's my money? We got paid. Third time, the largest bill was like, all right, now I know 3 of your home addresses that you have on file. I know 2 of your siblings' names, and I know your wife's name.
Does that get you
I got
anywhere?
paid that night.
But all that exposes how far the out of town worker has come and corrupted their finances to even do the job.
Hey, let me tell you something, brother. If AT&T texts you today and says you owe $125 on your bill, or your fucking phone's getting cut off, are you paying the fucking bill?
No,
Are
got
you
one
waiting
for- I
till
got one
tomorrow?
for $328 today.
I got Verizon.
Yeah, it don't matter who you have, man.
I don't need a bill from
Cricket.
AT&T.
I mean, come on. Does it matter who you have, or is your bill getting cut off? So what happens when your bill gets cut off? You don't have a phone. Guess what happens to us if we get cut off?
I follow you, Seth.
Our lights
bad.
get cut off, bro.
I follow you.
Our lights get cut off. Our kids don't go without a hot shower,
Yeah.
you know, because our fucking lights get cut off. If you don't pay my bill when I ask you to pay it, or when we agreed to pay it upon, what happens to you, Chris?
I get angry.
The motherfucker dropped the mic up in here.
But that's why. So for me, that's why I do 50-50 now on work wise. Because
So-
like, no, it's been such
Yeah.
a
No, I understand it to an extent, but it's also hard to go for a job that you bid it at. Say you bid it at $350,000. It's hard to come out of them from like, $175,000, $100,000 up front.
What are they making?
They're not. They're
Why do I
cutthroat.
come after them for that?
They're cutthroat because they
They're
might
making
have
triple
material. They may have
It's
another
not hard to
network.
come after them for that.
Yeah.
An honest day's wage is due to an honest day's pay.
It
Hello?
is, but not in today's world.
Don't need to mic up for that shit.
It's not a. It's
Yeah.
not today's world. You're right,
you don't
Chris.
Have to. You don't have to.
You're 100% on that.
That's
They,
what
I mean, we get.
It's
I
an
mean,
honest day's pay not equals to an honest day's wage.
When was the last honest day pay?
Man, I get
When
paid
was
from-
the last honest
get
day
paid.
pay?
I'm trying to think.
Take your time. YouTube, linked, Twitter, X, Facebook. Take your time. When's the last time you honestly
Old
got
soul,
paid?
Tommy Clifford.
When's the last time you honestly got paid? like Chris told the story a minute ago, when he accidentally missed the bill and the guy corrected it and said, "You're honest." Remember that? Tally.
Hey, I'll be
Tell
real,
him about
man.
the Tally.
Tally Construction.
Tally is
Joe-
straight up.
Joe
Joe Tally is
Tally.
straight up.
Joe
But
Shalley, number one.
Yeah,
So,
Joe
he
Tally.
overpaid.
Hey,
And
Highway
we
57.
sent the bill
Joe
back.
Tally.
no,
Tag Joe Tally in
I'll
this
show
shit.
you the
Yeah.
exact story.
Good
Somebody,
people.
somebody tag Joe Tally.
Good people.
Yeah.
So if you listen to it,
If you were
the
missing-
the story
Hey.
goes.
In 2023, Joe Tally.
That was last
That was
year.
last year.
That's cute.
That's cute.
No, it was last year. But anywho, yeah, man. So he did a little job for him. He sent a check in the mail, cashed it. So like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, it might have been a month later, I got another check for him for the same amount with the same invoice number. So easily I could have just went and fucking cashed it. But to me, that's not right. Like, I don't shit where I sleep. And this is where I work. So I don't shit where I work. Everything I do is honest. It's to the utmost respect.
I love that.
Whatever anybody wants.
American Excavation.
Well, that
American.
persona he's saying,
American.
the only persona
American.
from that,
That was
is
the bourbon,
the
not
fact
the
that
country accent.
people from out of town that come here and work, they do shit on us. They do shit on us.
That's right.
Not locals don't shit on each other.
No,
I'll
When's the
say
last
that.
time you've been shit on?
From a
Just
guy
3
out of
weeks
town.
ago.
Anybody
In town.
today.
Hey,
Oh,
blast
Tuesday,
his
yeah,
ass.
Tuesday. Today.
On the way
It
here.
was today. It was on the way
The
here
phone call on the way
via
here.
text and a butt
Blast
dial.
him.
Nah.
Via
Yeah.
podcast.
Accidental butt dial.
Accidental butt dial to say I'm still going to shit on you.
Yeah.
But out of town shits on you.
So
Too local.
hold,
Keep
what-
local people in your heart.
hold on one sec though on this.
Go for it, Big Daddy.
We all went into the going to work for ourselves.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Pull the fucking trigger. Dude, I went in this, man, $327 in the negative, bro. I had nothing in my bank. I had nothing in the savings. I had nobody to back me. I had no fucking help. I had nothing, man. You know what told me to go?
Yourself.
My fucking bills, bro.
Yeah.
It was time to go, man. It was time to go for myself. It was time to give people what they've been asking for. It was time to give people everything they fucking wanted as far as me being their person on their job. And I love it. I love every second of it, man. I love being the guy that's on the job, deciding what needs to happen and teaching my young folks exactly what needs to go, man. And I love that y'all offer the same opportunity at American Excavation.
Jordan said it.
I love
What made you do it?
Man, I was I had my firstborn son, man.
That changes everything.
That makes a
Hey,
man, by the way.
I'm-
You want to be a man, have a
That for
kid.
you.
I'm gonna tell you something.
You want to
man.
be a man, have
I'm
a kid.
gonna rephrase everything I just
Not a-
said.
not a
I
baby goat.
delivered.
Have a
I
child.
delivered my
Just that
firstborn
William
son.
shots that we got
Okay.
now.
Have a child.
I delivered my firstborn son in my house, you know. And 3 weeks later, man, people was knocking, bro. You know, I didn't have it easy. I didn't have it paved out. I didn't have it figured out, man. Me and my wife been praying for this stuff for a long time, you know.
But who was your influence?
My dad, man, my
Oh, yeah.
grandpa. They were all my influence, man. You know, my dad had able-bodied construction. My grandpa had action construction. You know, they were all go-getters, man. They went and got it. You know why they went and got it? Because we needed it. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of every second of
You
it, man.
should be.
I'm proud of Seaside Plumbing because every second of it was me going to get it. Man, when we started this, we was negative $327 in the bank, man. Our house was knocking on the door. Our cars was knocking on the door. My mom's truck was knocking on the door, bro. Everything was knocking on the door. When I left this, it was a godsend. God told me to pull the trigger. Told me to pull the trigger. Me and my wife prayed about this for months and months and months, man. I had half of another plumbing company, man. I wasn't making no money, you know? When I pulled the trigger, God told me to pull the trigger. It was time to get out. It was time to start fresh. It was time to start new. When we started new, God opened every door, man. God opened every single door. The first 5 jobs I did were over $10,000, man. Cash money. You know, That paid for every truck we got. I'll claim every bit of that.
Hell yeah. Those are dinners.
That paid for every tool we got.
Bonus.
Truck we got. That paid for everything we got, man.
$4,000 in cash.
That's
Yeah,
fucking.
No, I don't care about that.
I'm so.
We're gonna edit
I
that.
love that shit.
We're gonna edit that.
edit.
Look
edit.
back on, man. I was 3 weeks in on a new kid, bro. Negative $327 in the bank. My house was due. My truck was due. My car was due. My lights were due. Everything was due.
That's
man.
the balls on the chopping
I
block.
pulled the fucking trigger, bro.
That's the balls on the chopping
I
block.
love it. I fucking love it.
That was raw.
You want to cut it? Want to cut it?
Hell no.
Cut what?
Can we take Evan Williams and make us a cheers and let's get us a drink going here?
Yeah, let's get it going.
Throw some ice in there.
Cheers
I'm
to the microphone.
I
Microphone
want-
check 1, 2.
Fuck the mic. I don't want the mic. I want cheers.
Drop the mic.
Hey, I love you. Like I'm so proud of you, dude. I'm telling you, I'm so fucking proud of you.
Hey,
Get off
you know
of-
who's had my back the entire time? Mr. Jordan Duron. This dude has had my back from fucking day one. Actually, day 27, bro. He's had my back since before I was even Seaside
I
Plumbing.
didn't know this motherfucker lived here until we was doing 2 pads across the street from his
I love
house.
it.
Jordan's
And
a fucking people person.
I seen the
Out and introduce himself
That's
to me
right.
to save me.
right. Jordan, do right.
To
So,
save me
he does
from
do
a
right. But let me
stop
let
work
me finish
order.
what I'm saying here. So
Give it to him, Chris. Give it to him
we
hard.
started these jobs directly across the street from this house. Did not know where he lived, etc. Walked outside one day, drove by one evening, matter of fact, and he's outside sweeping his driveway off.
I shattered the window in the back of the Scion.
Yeah, right. You shattered the window in the back of your side. Correct.
Yeah.
So
Let's
when
go.
that fucking happened, dude, it was I knew I recognized that Hummer, number one, from Doug. And
Mr.
I see it in the
Doug's
driveway,
always-
and I'm like, who the fuck bought that?
Told you about the
Or
podcast.
who like
Told you about the
accumulated
podcast.
it, whatever. So that's whenever you come out and it's like, fuck, dude, I knew you lived here. So we ended up doing work like right across the street from your house, which is fantastic. So now here we are, like 2 weeks later.
Just to say the type of person Jordan is,
Say it, baby.
that very conversation, he plugged Chris and I immediately.
Yeah.
Was literally on the front porch the very hour on Facebook following up.
Love that shit.
And he is a real person. He will plug you.
Right
he
after
will
the city
talk, will
drive
put you
down.
in a good place.
But it didn't work.
That's a good person.
There you go, Port City Block, so you can kiss my ass.
I know, Dad. I know your dad's gonna be mad at me right now. My dad's. There's a chance. My dad's sick right now, and he's got some good stuff going on. But it's because Scott Duron made me who the fuck I am.
Love Scott.
Yeah.
Scott Duron, sign off on it.
Yeah. No. I mean, no. We're gonna fucking continue to do this show tonight. We're not
Yeah.
done.
Ain't nobody stopping us.
No, but my dad has this heart where it's like, it's different. It makes you feel a certain way,
Yeah.
and he means it
My man is shedding a tear right now.
always.
A logistic tear. Scott
I
Duron.
love it, dude. That's good shit.
I'm gonna drink to Scott Duron.
Because that's real. We're gonna drink to Scott Duron.
Yeah.
That's a bad motherfucker, but he cannot beat me chugging Crown.
Man, my dad.
Love you, Scott.
My dad died at 51. Man,
That's too early.
it's too early. Sleep apnea. Get your shit taken care
My-
of.
Yeah, well, my dad's I think he's got a kidney from one of our same work friends, but my dad's about to hop into dialysis, and that's killing me right now.
Where's the comments at?
I don't fucking care. I mean, we can add them in. It's I think we hit full screen. You got to take it off full screen and put that on the. You must have hit something over there.
I did it. I'm sure.
Always Seth.
It's that,
Good job.
I really don't know. I really don't.
It was a fucked up moment to ask that, man. I'm just got my mind on it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them comments. You know, Andy Giles is fucking on my brain, bro.
I'm crying
That's
right
my
now.
dude, man.
All right, hold on.
Shed Barbecue. Shout out. Best
Oh,
barbecue
man.
in town. If you get the baby
local
backs.
companies.
If
Hell
you
yeah
get
to the
some baby
potato
backs.
salad.
Local
Hey,
companies.
Potato salad is who?
Who?
It's not the shed.
Who do we
Family frozen food.
I ain't never gonna stop.
So I'm gonna tell you. Let me ask you your favorite local company to go to for whether it may be food or any kind of service or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So for me,
Let's talk about that.
I always refer Gulf Soft Wash. I always refer the Stone Mill. I always refer all seasons event rental.
The Stone Mill.
Correct.
Is that Scott?
Who are we talking about? there?
Nikki.
No,
We talking about Mr. Nicky?
Talking about Mr. Nick.
Mr.
Shout out to Nick.
Mr. Nick at the Stone Mill? Are you
Correct.
talking about
Oh, yeah.
granite work? Are you talking
Yeah.
about granite in your house? Are you talking about granite and quartz in your house?
Boards,
The
cabinet,
Stone Mill?
everything.
Is that
I'm
who we're
talking
talking
about hiding bodies.
But make sure you contact Ashley.
Ashley. Talk to Ashley because Nick is busy. He's busy.
Nick's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
What at the end of like your experience, like getting all this equipment, like at the very end, like right now,
Getting your equipment?
I'm saying like,
God.
I'm saying right now, like everything you have work wise, like everything you have now in your business, like how's it go? Like where do you see yourself in the next like year?
Double the size, man.
What's the difference in you and every excavation company? I'm going to ask that, and you're going to repeat that question to me.
I will.
Correct?
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'm gonna answer you that correctly. So every new excavation company that starts out here are all these young kids that go to school with their daddy's money, there's some trust fund money,
Love
whatever the fuck they got, they can go get whatever
Daddy's
the fuck they
money.
want.
Yeah.
Right. So I went out there with $32,000 in cash and bought a piece of shit case 160X from Shane Whitney,
Hell yeah.
which actually it was a nice machine back then, right? But over times, like that shit fucking breaks. You buy old shit, it fucking breaks a lot. So that's the difference in a $30,000 machine that size or a brand new one that's $250,000 for the same size. So you're either paying for breakdowns or you're paying for the fucking note. So you do which one's you. But I'm so busy that we keep new machines. That's why we always have new badass shit. We keep rolling. I pay the fucking note.
New badass shit.
New badass shit.
I would like to say
Live
that
machinery.
Go
the
ahead,
difference
Roger.
between us
Greg
is
Cook. Shout
the
out.
experience, the drive, the grit, and the determination to get the job done.
Is that the difference?
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
sorry.
There is a big
No, I'm trying to
difference.
get
That's
this
a major
fucking cord,
difference.
man.
And
There's a
that's-
huge difference in it.
That's definitely our side of the story.
And I
on
say that with absolute resolute
Purity.
that we've suffered through our grit, honesty, and the resilience of our work to not get paid.
I love your tenacity.
And we still do the job for you.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, when you ask us to do it, it gets done.
Right. American right.
Then you ask for the
American
money
right.
later, which
Yeah.
is the fucked up part.
Hey, it's not fucked up. When you order at Chick-fil-A and you order whatever,
You must love
what do they
Seth-
tell you? What do they tell how much you fucking owe, bro?
Can I get a DoorDash Chick-fil-A immediately?
Shit.
Chick-fil-A is my shit because I got a
dude,
Chick-fil-A
Popeyes?
fucking.
Popeyes? Or Hearts? The Cajun's right here in
You
Pat
can't
Road.
make me slander Hearts, bro. They're local. I
That's
love
good
them.
fried chicken.
I don't like
I might have to
Chick-fil-A.
say I love Hart's fried chicken.
We love Hearts fried
Hey,
chicken,
dude.
and they're soft serve fucking.
I'll
ice
tell you,
cream.
I'm not gonna get. I'm not.
Hell yeah.
I'm not
Hearts is
gonna
my
buy it
favorite.
down. I'm not gonna
I'm
buy
not
it
a
down.
Chick-fil-A guy.
I'm not gonna buy it
Chick-fil-A.
down.
Dude, Hearts is the shit.
I like Chick-fil-A
I lived
sauce.
in Ocean Springs for a
But the
while,
chicken
and that
sucks.
was my spot.
Yeah,
I
that's
love the
cute.
Chick-fil-A breakfast burrito. I'm not gonna lie.
But
I
to-
like that quite often.
Potatoes and chicken.
to
Yeah.
go back
All
to
the
what you
potatoes,
said,
extra chicken.
Seth, about
Pull
what
it.
it is that puts the difference between any. I'm not knocking nobody.
What's the difference from you and everybody else, man?
We
the
just
same.
told you that.
The same. We want to get
I
it
love-
done.
I'm asking him.
We're the same like everybody else that's in business and still rocking and doing the best that they can. We want to do the same job. We want to
Ask
do
me.
the best that they do.
Now.
We are the best. They're the best. We want to be the best. We're on that track. Period.
Now, what separates you from everybody else?
Man, I'm on every single job. I'm doing every bit of the work myself. I'm teaching these young guys from A to B, hands-on experience. They're not getting a college degree. They're getting a set degree, man. They're not having any debt. They're making money doing it. I am teaching them every second of the way. Every job we go to, I'm on or I'm controlling or I'm doing. And I love every bit of it. I love serving people. I love making them smile. I love giving them money that they're going to pay somebody else in half.
Wait,
man.
Hold on.
But you're creating
y'all
a
been hanging out
lifestyle.
though.
Go. Gordon,
But
what
Seth,
you got?
Seth, you're creating a lifestyle, just like Chris is.
It should be a lifestyle.
Just
It should have
like
been a
Gordon
lifestyle
is,
since
you're
1981.
creating
It
people's
should have
other
been a
lifestyles.
lifestyle, man.
It's just like my wife, Jenna, Tip Top Construction.
Jenna's the shit.
She puts another lifestyle for people. They pay their bills. They have a home. They can live. They go to work with her. They go to work with you. They go to work with Chris, and they have a home. you're creating the
But what's the
economy. You're
difference?
building the economy by
What's the difference?
the
She's
difference is keeping
on
the
every
person-
job. Jenna is on every job.
fucking job.
Guess
Just like
what?
you, Seth.
Guess what? Is Chris on every job?
Fucking right.
Guess what? Seth is on every job. When you talk to a customer, do you tell them, man, I'm sorry, my guys messed this job up?
You know what's great about me and him is I have my own company and we created his own company for his
I
own
love that.
well-being.
I love
So
that.
now
Attracting others into
he-
excellence.
No, I'm where I'm at because I chose to be on board with Chris. He
So
built
now-
me
so
to who I am.
No,
now-
we're talking about two bad motherfuckers that have met each other and complimented each other.
Always compliment.
I love that.
So when you real quick on this, so you had your ex business partner.
That's correct.
Where's like you were telling me about that too? Where's he at? Like
No, he's excellent. He's
Yeah.
excellent.
Great dude.
My expense partner, great dude, great guy.
One of my best
Couldn't
friends.
talk more greatness about the guy, man. Anthony McMillan, 100% best plumbing you're going to get from anybody in the world.
A&B
other than
Plumbing.
Seaside Plumbing.
Shout out
A&B
A&B
Plumbing.
Plumbing.
Shout out, man. He's the shit. You know, he's taught me so much about business. He's taught me so much about life. He's taught me so much about everything I'm doing, man. I can't say a negative word about A&B Plumbing.
I
You know,
appreciate
Anthony
that.
McMillan,
That's
he
awesome.
is
That's
the
fucking awesome. That's
shit.
awesome.
I appreciate
You know,
that.
and you know what differentiates him from everybody else is he's willing to teach somebody to come out here in this world and do their own thing. And somebody that's not scared to pull the trigger,
And jump out on their fucking
jump
own.
out with $0 fucking in the bank, negative $327 in the bank. Whoever's not scared to do that shit has a life, man. And he knows that because he started out the same way.
Yeah.
Anthony McMillan's the shit, dude.
I-
He's taught me everything that I know about business. I knew what I know about plumbing. He set me up, and I'm here.
The good thing about Anthony, I love, is he talks to every single person
Disrespect.
like
Yeah,
they're on
that's my
his
dude.
team. He talks to everybody like
He's a
your
fucking team player, bro.
He's
What up,
your
Debbie?
team. He loves everybody he talks to.
That's
And I'll say that
that's fucking
from
awesome.
my heart.
Like
Hey, how many people do you know in your life that set you up with the same thing you got going, Chris? That wanted you to make the same money they're making, or wanted you to do the same thing they're doing? They taught you this or taught you that and wanted you to follow through with it. How many did you have?
I would say about 20 that led you in the wrong direction and just wanted a piece of the pie and wanted you to fail. And hopefully you made
You know what
a
Anthony
piece of
asked
it.
from me?
Nothing.
Nothing. Bro.
Nothing.
Exactly.
No, he
Nothing.
talks
that's
to
fucking-
you.
That is fucking awesome.
Yeah, he talks to you. He's involved with you.
He wanted nothing, man.
Yeah.
He showed me the business.
Shout out Anthony.
He showed me the playing field. We played it together, man. I was half of A&B Plumbing. Played it together. And that was great. It was great, man. But you know what? Every man in my family at 36 years old had a fucking stroke. You know what I'm not going to have? A fucking stroke. I'm not going to fucking have it if it's up to me, man.
I called it.
You
He's
know what
not
I'm
going to
saying?
have a stroke.
I'm not gonna have it. You know, if I would have kept continuing on the path I was going, man, and running that company and running all these people that fucking are touching every little thing that we fucking touch, I would have had a stroke, man. You know what I'm having right now? You know what I'm having right now? I'm having a good
boner.
fucking time. A boner. You know what? Ask my wife, Nick.
Yeah,
I'm
bro,
having a
right.
boner.
You got 3
bro.
kids, man.
I'm having a fucking boner
I'm
over
having
the
a
shit that I'm
mangasm.
doing right now, the prices that I'm charging, the shit that I'm doing, the love that I have in every piece that I touch.
As it should be.
Man, it's
That should make you emotional.
undiscussable. It does make me emotional.
I can
You
see
know,
that.
I lived at a family, man, where my dad was on a fixed income and my mom was a janitor, bro.
Man,
My mom was a janitor my whole life. You know what I grew up doing? I grew up scrubbing floors with a tennis ball and a stick.
So you're just getting marks out of the fucking floor, the black marks.
You want to the black marks out of the motherfucking floor? I black marks on the floor. Fuck you. Okay.
I had that same stick. I still
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I had the same stick.
can I ask you
Somebody
this,
else
Seth?
go because I'm about to fucking break down.
Can I ask you this, Seth? Because I'm gonna break it down on this one. In that whole bit where you got those 4 or 5 jobs that paid you, and then you had those jobs that didn't.
Nobody's ever paid me, nigga.
So when you take that moment, is that not more emotional? Is that not something that breaks you down?
Let me tell you something, man. I started this business
That
out.
point of not having nothing, like we talked about, the ball's on the chopping block, the capital is wasted, the people aren't paying, and that emotional state, that's something.
I'm gonna tell you, man. When I started this business out, bro, I had nothing.
I know,
I had negative in the bank.
but that
I had negative in the
point.
bank, bro.
So now you're preaching to the choir at that point.
Hey.
So now everybody knows when you start out, you should have nothing.
That's cool.
If you get it handed
That's
to
cool.
you, that's
Hey,
on
let me
you.
tell you what the difference is,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
The difference is in folding, man. The difference is in saying, hey, I need to keep going to work. And the difference is in pulling a motherfucking trigger. When you pull the trigger on saying that, hey, I need to do this for myself. I need to make this money for myself. I need to discriminate where this money's going. I need to discriminate how this motherfucking money is flowing through my veins. That's the difference in what you're trying to do. And Chris did that. And Roger did that. And Jordan did that. And I did that. And fuck everybody who ain't doing that. Because if you ain't doing that, you ain't shit.
That's part of getting your hands dirty.
Pull
Babe.
the trigger.
Clean hands, bitch ass money, bro.
I couldn't agree more.
But I was trying to reflect a little bit on that point where we don't get the money and we've put everything out there. And-
No, we're gonna get the money.
But that emotional state,
I'm getting the money now. I'm going after the money.
emotional
I'll give you
state,
10%.
Sample it up here. My house is
Yeah.
paid
You
off,
get
nigga.
10%.
My house is paid
Like
off.
a 165, you get 10%.
No. So take that 10%, get to your son. No, that's how I live my life.
So
I'm gonna go
I'll
after.
give you 10%. I'll give my son 10%.
No. You give me that 10%. I'm gonna roll it back to your family because you don't. Number one, you fucking pay people. All right. I don't give a fuck. You pay people.
Why?
I don't need a finder's fee
Why, Jordan?
because you fucking work.
Why
your
do
ass
you
off.
pay people?
Because they do the work.
What work?
The work they asked for, right?
The work they fucking ask for. Are you not paying them? Hey, if you call somebody up here today to do a slab, they're doing the slab. Are you not paying them?
yeah, we pull campfire story right now,
Yeah.
baby.
But
Hey,
I don't
man,
need
I
no
hate
finder's-
getting not paid.
It's a lot of money though on both of y'all.
Now
Like,
we're
I'm
going
at
right back
six-
to
I'm
the
at
emotional
$6,000.
state of not getting paid.
Y'all are
I hate not getting paid, bro.
He's at 37,000. That's
Yeah.
$200,000.
That's cute.
I'm at $6,000.
Sit in this room.
6,000.
Bro, I've been in business for
I
less
do a
than 2
contract. I make
months.
them give me half up front.
I'd be fine with 6,000.
No, I'm just like because I've been through
Give me 6,000.
personal
No, be like
situations. a couple
not
years
getting
ago.
paid worth $6,000
But
worth.
no,
I want
if
there's
somebody
a
owed me
grand on the
6,000,
line
that's the
My
max.
wife would
I'd be
spend
fine with that.
6,000 on Amazon, bro.
I know, but it's still. It's
Hey,
Your wife too.
Hey, put
No.
the limit
You
on
got
the
her on
card.
the Amex
Seth,
card.
Nope.
Seth, limit the card.
your wife spent $6,000.
Man, my wife.
Where
was
can you
tripping.
buy on Amazon for
Oh,
6
Amazon.
grand?
Hey, add it
Fucking
up,
small
nigga.
car.
Fucking Timu.
Add it up. Hey, what you got your wife on? Is she on like full funds?
No.
No, what's she on? Say it for the people to hear.
American Express.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
The only way to go.
What's our limit?
Whatever she wants.
Yeah, the same
Whatever
thing.
she
No,
wants.
that's
She
bullshit.
doesn't. Hey,
That's
we're
bullshit.
gonna edit that. No, the,
No.
My wife, dude, bro,
it-
she
it-
spends
it's
more
like
than
she wants.
1,500. I'm
Whatever
ready
she
to
wants,
kill her.
I get it.
No, Emily can spend whatever the fuck she wants.
If she
to.
spends more than
I mean,
1,500, I'm ready to choke that nigga.
Whatever,
You know what I'm
whatever it is, I get it, man. She
For
wants
real?
it, I get it. Yeah.
For real? Is there a reason behind it?
Yeah, because I love her.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute.
hell yeah.
That's it.
The reason behind it
Straight up.
would have been because I'll spend whatever the fuck I want.
I don't spend money though, really.
So there's that reason too.
There is
But
also that reason too.
every time
Victoria.
every time I go to the
Do you
bank,
hear this shit?
every time my kids, I made my own kid's account. He just turned 3 back in June. So
You banned his account?
no, I created his account.
You created
He's
it.
had a bank account since he was a year old.
What's his standing balance?
I'm
A
not
lot.
gonna say that out loud.
It's a lot though.
Say it.
It's
I'm telling
more
you.
than
Seth, you
people
need to
that
have one
work
too.
for me.
Like Oliver has his own account too.
I have not set that up for my kids. My mom wants to do it for their
I'll tell you
birthday.
right now.
And I think it's a great fucking idea. You know, but
it's not an
I'm saying
Seth,
like they'll figure it out like we did.
but hold, no, it's not an idea. Like our kid has an account.
Oliver Scott?
Yeah.
Oliver Scott Insurance?
Yeah.
He's got an account?
Can't,
Oliver,
microphone.
Oliver Scott Insurance has a fucking account.
Yeah. I mean,
Come in, Seth.
It
Seth,
is.
come in, Seth.
Hello, motherfucker.
but it does.
I like this thing.
But he does. He really does that.
I love that, man.
You should.
You know, and I've thought about that for my kids, man. But
It's not
Bro,
really.
no,
$200.
You just sat here and said you were minus in the hole and started.
that's what I'm talking about. You can't think about your kids when you're minus in the hole.
Let them start in the hole.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
You know, let them go the path
They
you
gotta
took.
start out like us.
I didn't
So,
do nothing for my
no.
son.
So
I
Chris,
showed him
what do you
how
say?
to be a man.
No, we gotta start them.
I didn't do none of the bank account, none of those shell companies, and he's straight out to the military. And harder than ever can be. I raised a killer, and I love
his
it.
name?
Dylan Vinson.
Bad motherfucker.
He is a bad motherfucker.
Dylan Vinson, I will give you your last speech for your health
Yep.
boot camp.
August 19th, Chris is going to tell you how to get there and get
I will
done.
give you some motivational speech and also some very depressing speech,
Yep.
but you're just gonna have to endure.
Takes a lot of guts to serve this country. It takes a lot of guts to be a business owner. And you got to swallow the hate, the pride, the failure.
I love you, Roger.
It takes a lot of fucking guts to jump in the hole and do what you don't want to do when you got somebody else already hired to do the job, but they can't do it right.
You know what
jump
sucks
in and
about
do
it, man? Is
yourself
they
and you
got
still
three
pay
other
'em.
prices. They got three other prices, and we are the whole.
Correct.
And we gotta hold it. We gotta hold it.
How do you please tell me, Seth, tell me how you hold that.
I default my mother freaking loans, man.
I'll tell
I
you.
default everything it takes to hold what I got in capital.
No. How do you hold the society
You don't hold it,
to
man.
the obligation to keeping everything in order, which
You
is
keep everything you got in
trade,
check.
life,
that you can in check.
family, love, friends, brotherhood, loyalty, trust, your balls. How do you do that?
I'm gonna tell you,
How do you
man.
maintain
You
that?
divvy it up the way God tells you to, man. You divvy it up the way God tells you to.
That's
And
right.
if you're not divvying it up that way, man, you're messing up, bro.
Let's speak. How do you
You're
divvy
messing
that up?
You divvy it up.
Tell me, Chris.
Hey, guess what? The truck
He'll
note's gotta
tell
go
me.
late.
Tell me, Chris. How do you maintain
The excavator's gotta
the
go late.
loyalty
Guess
to
what's
this-
gotta be on time?
to this every time?
Nothing, man. Nobody stays on time except you. And it's a terrible
I
factor.
ain't on
If
time.
you're
a
on
terrible
time, if
factor,
you're on
man.
time, you're late.
It's a terrible factor.
I'll
You know,
tell you to
has
be
anybody
somewhere
ever
at
paid you
5:30
on
in the
time,
morning.
man?
If
Who do you got?
If
You
you're
know,
there at
give a
5:30,
shout
you're
out. Give a shout out, Chris, to anybody who pays you on time.
Andrew
Give-
Barstow today.
Yeah, we done it twice.
Come on,
Tally.
give it again. Give it
Tally.
again.
Andrew Barstow.
Andrew Barstow.
Joe
You
Tally.
give a payment on time.
No, the same day.
Check him
That's-
out. He's even got a check mark by his name.
I'm gonna tell you
Super cool.
something, man. People who give out what they're owed the same day, they're a rare commodity. You know, all these people we're dealing with, they're not local here, man.
But isn't that good barter?
They're not local here.
Isn't that how you barter? Isn't that how you do business?
Hey, you want me to tell you what a barter's for? And somebody who
I
ain't
give you
got
my
bills.
service, you give me the return.
Yeah, I don't want to barter shit. I want to tell you what
Was
I owe
it in
you.
the contract?
I want to tell you what you owe me, and I want you to pay it.
Was it in the contract when I did the job that I wait 90 days?
Hey, guess what? It was an estimate, bro.
But I'm gonna tell you one other thing is I cannot afford a favor in my line of work.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So
I love that.
if you come to me,
I don't
like,
know
hey,
you for
I
a
can-
favor.
hey, you need this, I can help you out.
I don't even know you to give
Hey, let
you
me
a
ask
favor.
you this, bro, because I'm gonna stick on it. Does Chick-fil-A say you can
Yes,
give them a
motherfucker.
fucking
What
favor
the fuck is
for
my
their
Chick-fil-A?
biscuit?
If you
It's
say
just
Chick-fil-A
anybody else,
3
man.
times, there's
It's
going to be
Chick-fil-A.
a chicken.
Do you ask for a? No, you fucking don't. You know why? Because they need to be paid, man. Do you need to be paid?
Why
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A?
Guess
though?
what? To be paid, man.
But last time
That's why I
did
stick with
ask
the
them-
service
I did
industry.
ask
I
them
need
to
to be
make sure
paid.
it was extra warm
Yeah.
and extra sauce,
Jeez,
and I got both.
Extra sauce, extra warm, and you got both.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
I love
Cheers
y'all.
to April.
Cheers. All right, guys. We're close this out and fucking Chick-fil-A though, really?
No, not really. Seaside
No,
Plumbing
we're
and American
done. You
Excavation.
didn't kill this whole fucking. I'm
I
not
want to
doing
give a
Chick-fil-A.
shout out to Nick at
Shout out
Sawmill
to Seaside Plumbing and American Excavation.
No, we
and
got,
shout out to Jenna
we got Larry,
Bilbo at
Larry
Tip Top
Duron, Dewey Do Bugs.
and Jordan. Thanks for listening to our
Fucking no, fuck
bullshit.
that. Chick